Okay, so that was just a little video just to show you some preconceived notions about pit bulls. Oops. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited just to go over why it's important to consider bully breeds as an option for a dog. So, this video helped portray the common misconceptions about bully breeds. You saw how the people would cross the street, or either way, they would get away from them or come towards them, depending if they have had pit bulls before. And so that's just something that was kind of funny that I thought worked with the speech. So I realize a lot of you guys are mothers of young children, so that's why I wanted to do this speech for you. And I know a lot of you are also considering adopting a dog soon too. So just some things to consider before adopting a dog. So first of all, I have a dog named Albert. Here he is up on the screen here. He's an American Staffordshire Terrier, and he is very lovable, but I get that later. Just so you know, I had one of my friend's kids over the other day. He's 4 years old, and he loved playing with Albert. He called him Gilbert, actually. And they just had a grand old time, and he was just fine, and he's actually back today to play with him as well. So he loves the dog, and he doesn't see anything wrong with him being a pit bull. He plays with him all the time. I'm being American Staffordshire Terrier, excuse me. So because of all this, I wanted to just portray to you why it's important to adopt a bully breed, and how bully breeds can be great dogs, even though they might have a bad reputation in the world we live in today. Like I stated above, I do have a dog named Albert. He's American Staffordshire Terrier, and he's also part Cocker Spaniel. He's basically a mutt. We got him from the Humane Society. Because of me having him as a dog, I just want to let you know that these dogs can be very lovable. He's the most lovable dog I've ever had. He's very cuddly. He'll sleep right by you. He'll just be great around kids, around other people. Very excited to see people. And he's a great dog. So, let me see here. Okay, so first of all, according to ASPA, a lot of people say that bully breeds or pit bulls or American Staffs might have something called a lockjaw, and in fact that isn't true. According to ASPA, they don't have these, and these actually don't. This whole concept doesn't actually exist in breeds, so I don't know where it came from. But that's not true, so you don't need to be worried about that when your kids are playing around the dogs. If for some reason they did get bit, heaven forbid, by any type of dog, that the lockjaw wouldn't be an issue. So, second of all, breed stereotyping is just as ridiculous as racial profiling. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, it is not possible to calculate a bite breed for a dog. And because of this, mixed breeds are often commonly described as purebreds, and the actual number of bites that occur in community is not known if they did not result in a serious injury. So it's really hard to figure out which breed has the most bites because so many breeds are so mixed. Like my dog is American Staff / Cocker Spaniel, so which breed would get the blame there, with the Cocker Spaniel or with the American Staff? So it's hard to get that bite breed, so we can't really say this dog is the worst, because there's so many breeds that are just so mixed out there, especially among adoptable dogs in like the Humane Society. So because of this, a golden retriever could just as easily bite a child as a dog that is a bully breed could. A third of all pit bulls were once actually known as nanny dogs. So people would have them in their homes just to be around the children and everything. It used to be a really normal thing, and somewhere, I think it was like the 70s or 80s, is when all the dog fighting started, and so that's when pit bulls started to get a bad rap, or bully breeds started to get that. I've seen countless photos. I'll just show you a couple here of just kids playing with pit bulls or bully breeds, and they're just fine. They look happy, they look content. I've seen these all over the internet. It's something to keep in mind. People do have pit bulls and small children, so your kids should be just fine. Fourth, just some things that I found out about the American Kennel Society is, according to them, they described my dog, American Staffordshire Terrier, that it has a medium energy level, that it's good-natured, confident, and smart. Now that's just one example, but there are a lot of different examples. You could look up any of the dogs that you would find in a Humane Society and find out what kind of dog they might be. This describes my dog to a T: the good nature, the confidence, the smart. He's super smart. He can pick up on something very easily, and he's very confident. I've been home alone before, maybe heard a bump in the night, and he's very confident to take control of the situation. So it's nice to have that. Something else about pit bulls is the American Temperament Test Society actually tested pit bulls that are the most popular breed that people have found in dog fights, and they actually have a very high temperament in the passing of 82.6%. So this is actually higher than the golden retriever got, and so that dog is actually adopted by families all the time. You see that dog all the time with them. The lab actually got higher than that, but for the most part, the pit bull got a very high score. So, lastly, so it's the environment that which they are raised, not the breed, that is the issue. So that's my point here. Bully breeds are really friendly if they're raised correctly, and common misconceptions about dogs should not form your view of a dog. You should do your own research. Listen to the facts I gave you today, and then also do your own research on the side, on the internet, or at the library, or go to a Humane Society and ask people there that have dealt with pit bulls over and over again how they are. So as I said before, most of you guys are looking for a dog, and your mothers with small children, and so I just want to encourage you to consider adopting a bully breed. Check out the Humane Society. I checked out their website the other day in Kenosha, and there's actually 24 bully breeds that need to be adopted. And if those dogs aren't adopted, then unfortunately they're going to be put to sleep, and they shouldn't be put to sleep just because of their breed. So thank you so much for listening to me today. It is so important to keep these facts in mind when picking out a family dog. And after all, you'll be keeping this dog for the next 12 to 15 years. And so the next time you see an American Staffordshire Terrier or any type of bully breed, you can go up to it, ask the owner if you can pet it, and then if he's anything like my dog Albert, he will love it. So thank you so much for listening today.